What's up, Eagles Nation? It's your boy, Green Wing Man, and I want to talk about tonight's game against the Buffalo Bills after we traded Jordan Matthews away to acquire Donald Darby. And I just want to talk about my 3 points of the game of how the Eagles can correct themselves in this preseason. As we know, we played against the Green Bay Packers and they were not that good. They were a little bit sloppy and sluggish, and it was kind of expected. We got new pieces, new rookies trying to kind of figure their way out through the NFL. And so it was a practice. It was training. It was practice. Now we're going to head into our second preseason game. Buffalo Bills are going to come in town to Link, and I figure here are 3 key points that I feel like they will need to improve to at least get a victory tonight. So number one, I think the number one important thing that we have to figure out is number one thing they have to do better is clearly the offensive line. The offensive line wasn't good. I understand the Packers sent these really exotic blitzes, which is kind of weird in the preseason game to be doing. That being said, the offensive line needs to be a lot more better to protect Wentz. There were too many times where the pocket broke, where Wentz kind of had to sit down and escape, which is very good for maturity and Carson Wentz's part to be able to do that. But the offensive line does definitely need to improve later in this game, and I don't think it'll be an issue going into the regular season once kind of we get the normal first group in and constantly getting the reps in. I don't think that's going to be an issue at all. I think we have one of the better offensive lines under the Cowboys. I know Pro Rankings ranked us number one. I think the Cowboys still have a far more better offensive line than the Philadelphia Eagles. I think the Eagles have a lot better depth, but Dallas has a better offensive line, unfortunately. I have to sadly admit that. Which leads into my number two. The coach needs to run the ball more. I think it's very dangerous to get enamored in the fact that we have so many wide receivers on our team that he gets into a habit of trying to always throw the ball 60 to 70 times in a game. And even though this is a preseason game, he really needs to focus on getting that running game going. I understand the running game was not that great again with the Packers defense. But if it doesn't work, you gotta continue to pound it. You have to keep it honest against the defense. Constantly throwing it 60 to 70 times puts your quarterbacks in danger. It doesn't matter if it's Wentz, it doesn't matter if it's our backups. You just don't throw the ball 70, 60 times in a game. It's not good. You gotta have a decent balance, 60, 40 balance, hopefully, just to keep the defense honest. And last but not least, the corners hopefully see a little bit of improvement in the corners. I know that's not saying much. I know it's our biggest issue. It's our pretty much our blatant one that we sat down and complained about. But hopefully we get with the addition of Darby, which I hopefully plays in this game. Hopefully maybe for a first quarter. We get far more better technique from those guys. Jalen Mills definitely needs to show better technique because that last game wasn't that good. And then any other cornerbacks that we have currently in our in backup just need to play better in terms of their technique and their zoning and their man-to-man and not constantly getting beat. So I think these are the 3 things we have to improve. Offensive line needs to get better. Coach needs to trust in the running game a lot more, and cornerbacks have to sit down and get better. Those are my 3. I'm curious to find out what do you want to see the Eagles improve on. Like I said, I'll be watching the game. I'll probably mention my notes and my comments during halftime, and I'll sit down and post it there. Until then, this is your Green Wing Man, Philadelphia, Eagles Nation. Stay fly.